When we want to find a second instance of a capture group, we can utilize something called back references. So to illustrate that, I'm going to say it was the thing. So I've got the there twice. It's a very common typo. Now in our regular expression, first thing we're going to do is we're going to capture the. So we see that on the right, we've got both of them there. I'm going to say it's possibly followed by a white space. Now we can see we've got the white space there. Now, to identify the second instance of THE, I'm going to use a back reference. And what we do is we do a backslash and then the index of the capture group. So if you remember, our match is 0 is going to be the full input. So this is going to be capture group 1. That is its index. So when I save that, now we've got both of them, and that's great. But if I want to separate them, what I can do is use a look ahead. So I say look ahead here. And now I want to capture the thing on the left. I want to capture the thing that is repeated. That's the first THE if it's followed by another THE. So we could actually clean this guy up if we find that instance by saying string.replace regex and just replace it with an empty string. And if I load that up in the console, we can see that we have replaced it with it was the thing. Now let's say it was the thing. Well, our current workaround is not gonna do it. So let's just say it's a word of one or more characters. So now we've got the and thing captured. And when we do our exact same string replace, we get it was the thing. So that works great. That's a back reference. Now, a really common use case for back references is working with HTML. So let's say I've got a bold tag and I close the bold tag. And then here I just say bold text, right? That's not going to work great in our little output guy here. So we're going to stick with the console. We're just going to update this guy a bit. So now our word, whatever it is going to be wrapped in less than and greater than. So we're trying to find that HTML tag. We won't need the look ahead here. So we'll just say less than, and we'll escape the /. And we'll put the greater than there. Save that, and it's looking good so far. But here in the middle, we have to say, one or more characters. So we'll do that. So it's actually, you can see it has selected that text in the UI. But now what we want to do is get our second capture group. So we're replacing everything with our second capture group. This was our first capture group, which we're back referencing here. So this part in the middle is our second capture group. So when I save that, I get the text inside of the tags. So I've stripped out the HTML. So just like with other capture groups, we can actually name our back reference groups. So it's a slightly different implementation or syntax for the back reference, but the first one is actually the exact same. So I just say question mark. I'm going to call this tag. And then instead of this /1, I can just reference the name of it. And to identify it as a named group in my back reference, I precede that with a /k. And now what I could do is say const match equals regex dot execute string, and then just console log. We'll say tag. We'll give that a little arrow. We'll say match dot groups dot tag. When I save that, we get our bold tag. So if this was block quote, we get our block quote. So cool. That is a quick look at how to use back references and how to use back references with named groups, which is, again, another really powerful thing that you can take advantage of.